guys, it's Melanie. Happy Friday and welcome to another Friday Favorites and Flops. I hope everybody had a really great week. I had a pretty darn good week. The weather has been really kind of nice. It hasn't been like boiling, but nice and warm and sunny. On Tuesday, I got to go to the Eagles concert, which, that was really good. If you have a chance to ever go see them live, you should go do that because they are just amazing. There's a lot of bands that, you know, like you love their albums and you see them in concert and you're like, I like you better on the radio. Or, you know, I like listening to your album more than I like seeing you in person. But I mean, Don Henley, Joe Walsh, they're all just like, they're incredible. Their voices are so distinct and so unique. And they just harmonize so beautifully. And obviously the guitars that they all play are just amazing. And obviously Glenn Frey has passed away, but his son Deacon is on the tour with them and he's so good. And I just thought it was so sweet that like he was there in his dad's place. Anyway, it was really, really good. And if you do have the opportunity to go see them, I would highly suggest spend the money and go. It's a wonderful thing to be able to do. So anyway, and Stella had a concert at her school on Wednesday, which was super cute. But yeah, overall, just a really good week. I am ready for Memorial Weekend. I'm gonna be seeing family and friends. I have a bachelorette party I'm going to. I'm kind of excited. Like, this is a great time of the year. Normally, I'm not a summer person, but it feels different this year being in a new place and having kind of a new perspective on a lot of things. So anyway, I have some stuff to share with you guys and I'm gonna get into it right now. Everything will be linked down below, so if you wanna go read up on any of these items or buy them, the links will all be down there for you. First things first, I haven't talked about this in a long time. This is Rudy the Root Lifter. If you missed my original video regarding this, I will link it down below. This is a hairstyling device and it's basically a crimper with like a kind of like a waffle design, and it is used to build volume at your roots. Now, you have to use it correctly. I saw a bigger YouTuber do a video about this and she just didn't use it correctly. And it always kind of sucks when you see that because it's like, this is such a great tool for those of us with fine, thin hair. I wish that more people would try it because it really is a game changer for me when I want my hair to be bigger and more boofy and to have volume all day long without a bunch of extra hairspray. So basically what you do is you take your hair and you do have to like make sure that you have, you know, that you leave this top part so that it can go over the crimped part, if that makes sense. It'll make sense here in a minute. But what you do is you just take sections of hair. Obviously this thing is not on yet, but, or right now. And you basically just hold it for like a second to 2 seconds and then you move down, hold it for a second to 2 seconds. And you don't go all the way down. I go about to the halfway point, kind of right about here. And what it does is it actually it creates texture in your hair that stays there all day long, and then you put your hair over top. And I like to use a little bit of hairspray so that my hair over the top doesn't move a whole lot, but I can't ever see the crimps. So you have to make sure that you leave enough hair to go over top. But if you use it properly, it's a really incredible tool for those, like I said, with fine, thin hair. I have the Rudy is like the smallest size. They also have a petite and then the like regular sized one, which the hot plate section here is like twice as big as this Rudy one. Also, it's nice because it heats up crazy fast. I'm talking within 30 seconds. This is at 300 degrees, which is the heat setting that I like to use. You can adjust whatever temperature you want. Has an on-off button. And it also has a little clip here that allows you to lock it. So I just think this is the neatest thing ever. Yeah, it's kind of expensive for a hair tool, but a lot of people don't think twice about spending $100 or $150 on a curling iron. So you shouldn't necessarily balk at the price of this. It is a very well-made hair tool. I paid for this myself, by the way. They didn't send this to me. I paid for it. But if I lost it, I would buy it again in a heartbeat. I want to say that this one is like $100 or $120 or something like that. And they oftentimes have 15 or 20% off codes. So if you sign up on their website, you'll get notified of their sales. I would obviously recommend using a coupon code. So, but anyway, I thought I had to mention it again because I haven't mentioned it in a while. I don't use it every single day. Obviously, I didn't use it today, but I used it a couple times this week, especially on Tuesday I was gonna smack myself in the face with it. I used it on Tuesday to get ready for the concert, and my hair was like boofy and fabulous all night, but it also has a really nice swivel thing, which is why I almost smacked myself in the face with it. Anyway, it's a lot of time on that, but I love it. Another thing I wanna mention that I actually reviewed a long time ago, and I didn't like it the first time I tried it. It's the makeup eraser. It's pretty genius though. I don't think I was using it correctly the first go around, which you're probably like, oh, it's such a simple thing. You wet this. I think what I was doing before is I didn't have it wet enough when I was trying to remove my makeup. So you really do have to soak this thing in water and then wring it out a little bit. And then there's two sides to it. This side has a shorter nap and then this has a longer. So, and it basically just grabs the makeup and takes it off. So this is in place of like that first cleanse. I've just been using this on my face. I don't like this to remove my eye makeup. I will still use my cleanser, which is the Paula's Choice skin balancing one. I can use that around my eye area and it's totally fine. But this just doesn't get my mascara off as nicely as I would like, and I don't like that tugging motion, but like on the rest of my face, this is genius. I think they're like 20 bucks at Sephora, but it's worth it. And I like the black one. The first one I had was pink. I don't know, the black just appealed to me. Let's talk some perfume. Okay, I haven't mentioned these in a while, but I've been using them like crazy. These are the Comptoir Sud Pacifique fragrances in Vanille Blackberry, Vanille Apricot, which is apricot, and Vanille Extreme. You guys, if you love foodie, bakery, oh, it's so good. This perfume, I get so many freaking compliments. So the Vanille Extreme basically smells like cake batter. It smells so good. You kind of want to like just eat your arm. Like when you smell it on your arm, you're like, wow, I smell so good. I get so many compliments when I wear these. And what's great is like I can layer them. So for example, I like to do the Vanille Extreme either with the apricot or the blackberry. So I'm gonna put a little bit of the blackberry over top. By the way, if you really loved Philosophy's Falling in Love, that fragrance, that's actually what I wore on my wedding day. Here is the Vanille Blackberry, which is extremely similar. I don't think that Philosophy is cruelty free. Again, they were at some point, and then I don't know if they're selling in China right now or not, but anyway, the Vanille Blackberry is a great dupe for that. So I was really sad when I couldn't buy the Falling in Love anymore, but I feel like I found a really great replacement, and it reminds me of my wedding day. So anyway, they layer really nicely and they're just amazing perfumes. So I can only find these online. My local Sephora's don't carry this perfume line in store, but you can buy little like spray bottles of this. They're in my closet. I have a couple of them, but if you don't want to buy like the large size, this is the 1 ounce size here. Yep, 1 ounce. If you don't want to start out with this, you can buy the smaller size just to try it. It is worth it, you guys. When VIB sale comes around in November, I'm going to be buying the big daddies of these. I think they're like 3.4 ounces. I just wear this so much. It's one of my favorite perfume companies now. Amazing. Eyes this week, I kind of went old school and I went with the Lorac Pro 2 and the Lorac Pro 3. I think they're actually coming out with a Lorac Pro 4, so these 2-row formats here where they have the mattes on the top and the shimmers on the bottom. So there's a new one coming out. I'm kind of intrigued by it. But I forget how great these are. Now, I am someone who really likes the formula of these eyeshadows. They are not for everybody. There is quite a bit of fallout, and a lot of people hate that, and I get it. It's not nice having to clean off fallout, but they're so worth it for me otherwise because it's easy for me to clean up because I do powder foundation, and then the pigmentation and the wear on these is incredible for my eyes. So out of this palette, I have really enjoyed doing the cool gray and the plum. So these two on in my crease area, and then I did rosé and beige on the lid. Awesome. By the way, the base that I was using for those lid shades was the Stila Shimmer and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow in Kitten. If you don't have this, you should really check these out. These are so cool. I have oily lids. I do wear an eye primer. I do every day, but these don't crease on me, and they're amazing. The pigmentation on these, and Kitten is just, it's a classic. Everybody loves this eyeshadow shade, but it's really kind of nice because it acts as a bit of a sticky base, and when you put those like shimmery lid shades over top, it just like intensifies them. Really, really pretty. And let me tell you the combination that I was loving from this palette. I did Cool Taupe and Clay together in the crease. And then I did either I think this is supposed to be Light Gold or Almond Pearl. So as you can see, I was going for kind of a neutral crease with a really light shimmery lid shade this week. And these palettes are gorgeous. If you have them in your collection, pull them out. If you don't have them in your collection, I can say that I really enjoy them, and if you've always thought about picking them up, they're kind of a staple for me. I think they're beautiful. Blush this week, the two that I was kind of focusing on using was the Fruit Pigmented Blush in the color Peach from 100% Pure. This is actually what I have on my cheeks today. It's just so pretty. If you have really deep dark skin, this would not show up on you, but they do have other shades in this Fruit Pigmented line. These are nice. A lot more natural ingredients in here. Rice starch and rosehip seed oil are like the first two ingredients. So very like gentle, and it's almost like a feel-good kind of blush because you feel like you're putting good ingredients on your face. So that's nice. And then this is a little bit more of a blush topper for me, but the smell of it, this is the Butter Blush in Plum Rose. I really do have to build this one up, but it does work really, you're not even gonna be able to tell. It kind of polishes everything off on my cheeks because I do like to contour every single day, and I feel like when you contour, you do have to have some kind of blush on your cheeks, whether it's a really, really super natural one like this, or whether it's something a little bit more pigmented like this. It sort of helps that contour look, right, if that makes sense. But this is very pretty. I just wouldn't buy these expecting to have a lot of like pigmentation. I think you really buy these to be blush toppers, and you buy them because you love the smell, because there's a very distinct smell that is absolutely just incredible with these. So for my lips this week, the combo that I have on now and that I've been wearing a lot is the Sexy Mother Pucker Rose and Shine Lip Gloss, and I've been pairing that with Nude Beach from Too Faced, the La Creme lipsticks. These are amazing. Nude Beach is just a pinky nude. And I grabbed for this one so frequently because it's just so easy. I actually used quite a bit of this one up. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but yeah, this is a great combination for me. This does have some tingle to it. I don't notice that it burns my lips or anything, and it doesn't really like plump them per se, but you know, it does give me that kind of like neat, like buzzing feeling on my lips for a few minutes, but then that goes away. So there's that. And then one skincare item I wanted to mention is the, so I'm currently testing out a new skincare line. There are still some things that I'm using for my regular skincare collection that didn't come with this PR package. So this was sent to me, as were the other items in the skincare line. I've been using them for about a week and a half now, and I have until June 30th to get my video up per the company's request. So I'm gonna push it out as long as I can so I can use the products for as many weeks as I can before giving you guys a video. But I'm really enjoying the line. This is the Sonage skincare line. So again, this was sent to me. The reason that I agreed to try their products is because they are a cruelty-free skincare line. They have a lot more natural ingredients. They are non-toxic, and I really kind of like the philosophy of the company. They have this whole like mind-body connection that, you know, is really important to them with their products, and it's a great line. The only thing that I don't love is that the moisturizers are not in the airless like pumps. This, for example, is a really nice like airless pump. This is their, by the way, NMF hyaluronic serum. So I haven't had a hyaluronic acid serum in quite some time. The last one I finished, gosh, I can't even remember what brand it was. Was it Apollo's Choice? Could have been. Or was it Astrowood Naturals? Anyway, it's been a while since I've had a hyaluronic acid serum, and I've missed having that as part of my skincare routine. Hyaluronic acid just is a great immediate like humectant for your skin. So you put it on and it helps to draw the moisture out of the air into your skin. When I use a hyaluronic acid, I notice that my skin is much more plumped. It's healthier looking. My pore size looks even further reduced because my skin has that like plumpness to it. Like it doesn't look dry and like, you know, like dry skin just, it looks more aged. It really does. But hyaluronic acid serum is a great thing to start with before you go in with your other moisturizers. It just is something that is essential in a skincare routine as far as I'm concerned, and this one is super, super nice. So I will have more coming from this line. I'll do a Mask Monday with the mask that they sent over the next couple of weeks, but then I'll do the full skincare line probably the last week of June. Like I said, I'm gonna try to push it out as long as I can, but this is really nice. If you wanna take a look at the entire skincare line, I'll link this down below. Go check out more about them. I think they have a really great philosophy, and like I said, I love that they are cruelty-free. They have very like non-toxic, more natural ingredients in the skincare line. I know that's important to a lot of you, so that's why I agreed to review their line. So anyway, that's it. That's everything that I have for you guys today. Lola and I are off to clean the house because it's a little bit of a pit from this week. I've kind of been busy with work stuff and all kinds of other things. So it's time to get this house cleaned up for the weekend. And thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.